Slammedenuff Gatlinburg has been canceled. I wish there was better news to share. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I got news of this when we were actually setting up to send our 20 people that are staffing the Martini Works booth down to the event convention center this morning, that they weren't allowing people in. Some of our very own friends that are at this cabin got turned away by the police. And so I've spent the last probably 2 hours or so going out on the internet and figuring out what went wrong, because everyone has an opinion as to why Slammedenuff Gatlinburg was canceled for Sunday. Now, I know a lot of people are just going to blame Takeover Kids. I know people making a mess. I know a lot of people are trying to just point fingers, but I really do think that I've figured out why this has happened. If you guys don't know, I'm Alex. I've been a part of the Slammedenuff shows with Martini Works for the greater part of 5 years, and we've supported Slammedenuff shows for almost a decade. We go to a lot of the events. We spend a good amount of money to have our booth there, and we further spend a lot of money to make sure that people that are a part of our brand get to have a really incredible weekend. And we count on both of those days being open for us to not make money, but for us to break even. And to see what happened last night and over the past couple days has been nothing short of some of the most disappointing behavior I have ever seen before in the car community, and also from people who think they are a part of the car community. Last night, I saw videos of people at Jimmy's Market doing something where they were fighting for no other reason than because they could. These are kids that I saw that had to be 17 years old, 16 years old. No intention of actually being a part of the automotive experience of what makes Gatlinburg, Gatlinburg. These are people that had their phones out screaming as there were fist fights going on because you could, because mob mentality has made it okay for us to be some of the worst behaving human beings because it's fun. I saw kids standing on top of gas station pumps. I saw kids running around trying to start things on fire. I saw kids telling people to rev it, and when they did it, they would throw things at the car. I saw some of the most disgusting behavior by people that I don't think I would have ever met before at a normal show. I want to try and break down the two big things that I think personally caused this to happen, because this is not Slammedenuff's fault for this. Slammedenuff is in a huge situation right now because the amount of money that people have invested into spectator tickets, into vendor tickets, it's huge. The amount of money that we spent is 100% related to making sure we have a Sunday show. And we have to figure that out. Slammedenuff's gonna have to figure that out and probably have to refund that, which is a super unfortunate situation, but this is not their fault. Last year, Slammedenuff donated some $50,000 to relief funds for the weather that came in and the storms and all the damage that those things that happened last year. So it's not Slammedenuff. And to see the locals get so negative and blaming Slammedenuff for everything, I think is a complete misdirection of accountability. The accountability boils down to two groups of people. The first group of people are not the people with the $500 box with the crappy wheels doing sideshow behavior and revving their VQ, because God forbid the first video I see of somebody doing something dumb has to be in an Infiniti G37. I can't make this up. It's not them though that I'm going to blame for the start of this. It's the people that have come onto this event and have decided that they're gonna bring their supercars, their super exotic cars, and shut down the strip last night so that they can do pulls in the middle of the night for attention. This is the same group that was doing burnouts in a purple G80 M3 a few days ago in the mountains and thought that it was funny and good because why not? These are the same people that are doing burnouts in the middle of tunnels because they think it's fun, because they're getting views, because they think it's enjoyable. These people that have companies behind them, like Swiss Garage apparently. I need to make sure I'm not accusing anybody, but Swiss Garage was one of the Instagram handles that we had found that had this green Lambo that was doing all sorts of dumb shit all week long, which is absolutely insane to me, because these are companies that should understand that when they do things like this, they ruin it for tens of thousands of other people. But because they got their short form video done, because they got their TikTok completed, because they got a bunch of 16-year-olds to record them doing a pull down the strip, they're happy. And those people suck. Those people are terrible, because I'm up here on Sunday morning wanting to enjoy a fantastic show with incredible friends and great vibes and this beautiful view. And I can't do that because somebody decided it'd be really cool in their $200,000 Lamborghini to do a pull at night and get the cops called. You're not a good person. That was a stupid decision. Do better. The second group of people are the people I already talked about. We spent time a few days ago at Jimmy's Market talking to Janet, who worked at Jimmy's Market, who was absolutely distraught when the police shut down that gas station. And when they shut down that gas station, they said Jimmy's didn't inherently do anything wrong, but it can't be an event-hosted location because it's dangerous. I stood with Janet and I talked to you guys and I said, listen, if there is nothing dangerous going on and no accidents happen and no damage is occurring, the cops greatly overstepped on that reaction. Now I'm eating my own words, because not even 2 days later, what happened? Jimmy's Market became a hub of the most gum underside elementary school behavior I have ever seen before in my entire life. These are kids and people and teenagers that have no common sense. They have a smartphone and they like making noise. And what they ended up doing is they ended up ruining it for everyone. The rules were super simple. Don't block the gas station, don't block the way to fill up pumps, and be respectful. And people can't even do that. We're at a point now with these sort of shows that is the very same thing that happened to H2OI. And for people that know H2OI and for the people that have been to H2OI, those are two different things. Because if you know what happened, you know that it had a downfall. You know that things got bad. But if you were there, you remember the cops arresting people, chasing people down on foot, tackling them to the ground, literally burnouts down the strip, guns and fights and knives and damage and almost homicides. That was the downfall of H2OI. And now, like clockwork, the very same thing is happening at Slammedenuff Gatlinburg. And that is not Slammedenuff's fault. Slammedenuff has done their absolute best. Doug and Charlene and that team have tried everything they possibly could to try and support and help what 95% of us came here to do, which is enjoy a week of cars. Cool cars, stance cars, some some not. Who cares? Because with views like this, some coffee, and hanging out with your friends, it is the perfect weekend to have a good time. And now we can't do that. We have people on Instagram posting videos of them doing burnouts. We have videos of people on these Facebook pages shutting things down. I see videos of the city of Sevierville saying, this is insane to me. This is what they had to say. The city of Sevierville has made the decision to cancel the Sunday, October 5th portion of the Slammedenuff Car Show scheduled at the Sevierville Convention Center. This decision follows numerous disturbances, safety concerns, and a significant strain on county-wide public resources directly related to activities surrounding this weekend's event. Slammedenuff is not the only automotive-related show that gets hosted at this city across the summer. There are tons of different shows that get hosted. Never have an issue. Why? Is it because there's less cars? No, there's still a lot of cars. There's still a lot of motorcycles. There's still a lot of Harleys. There's still a lot of Mustangs. There's still a lot of hot rods. It's because the people that go to that are the people that are participating in the actual show. They're participating in the actual thing. The amount of people that I met yesterday that were here and they weren't supporting the show. They weren't supporting local. They weren't going to the gas station. They weren't going to the restaurants. They weren't doing all this. They just came because they wanted to cut it up on the main strip. Those are the people that ruined it for everyone. While the event itself is privately organized, the impacts of our community, ranging from traffic disruptions and reckless behavior to late night noise and public safety challenges, have reached a level that is no longer acceptable or sustainable. The city has an obligation to protect the safety, peace, and welfare of our residents, visitors, and businesses. So effective immediately, we are implementing a zero-tolerance policy for any nuisance activity, unsafe driving, or disorderly conduct associated with this event or similar gatherings. Violations will be met with the full enforcement of all applicable laws and ordinances. Individuals currently in the Sevierville or surrounding areas for the Slammedenuff event are strongly urged to vacate in an orderly and lawful manner. The cabin we are in right now is like $2,500 a night. If we listened to this message, we are being told by the Sevierville Police Department, the very same people I was laughing with and talking with at the show last night, it's those same people that are telling us that we need to leave. This goes so far past just Slammedenuff Gatlinburg. This goes so far past what Martini Works has ever stood for, which has always been about bringing people together to enjoy a common passion, which is cars, to have fun, to feel safe, to mod your car the right way. And to be honest, I'm so disappointed in people's behavior this weekend. It has made me sad to even relate to being a car enthusiast. This is not a bad few eggs ruin it for everyone. There were thousands of people down there, guys. Thousands of people egging people on, asking for it, filming the fights, filming the Lambos running down the strip. Thousands of people. This was not a few hundred. This wasn't a random person doing a donut on the strip before he gets pulled over and thrown off into the clink. Thousands of you, or thousands of people that thought it was okay that by not actually participating in the action, you're fine. You're all clear. We need to do better. We absolutely need to do better. Everyone needs to do better. If you're able to film a fight of a 15-year-old at a gas station, you have the same amount of ability to stop it from happening. And it is absolutely ridiculous to me that I see Steven pulling in his car, the car that he's worked hundreds of hours on, to show to thousands of people because he just loves this industry, he loves this community. He can't show it anymore because amongst everything else, a couple Lambos decided to be silly. A G80 decided to do some burnouts. A couple kids decided to pick a fight at Jimmy's. Jimmy's became an absolute hub for the worst behavior I've ever seen before. And I feel so bad for the Slammedenuff team. I feel so bad for the families that are impacted by this locally, the ones that wanted to have a good weekend but can't because all the comments on that post, thank you. That's what they're all saying. Thank you. You should have done it earlier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely zero support for our community and who we are as people. And it kills me. I'm super sad. Not only are we financially, quote unquote, screwed a little bit here, because we got to figure that out with Charlene and the team, not only are probably tens of thousands of people out lots of money, now we're not wanted. Just like racetracks. One more place shut down, one more problem. We gotta do better. And if you're watching this and you want somebody to blame, right? Blame the people that not only did the action, but blame the people that could have said something or de-escalated it. Blame the people that thought it was worth it to post it on their story, even though that they weren't part of it. Because by doing that, you're just enabling the behavior. You're just giving them the attention that they want. It sucks. Now the good news for us is we'll figure it out with Charlene and we'll get the team together and we'll pack up the vendor booth that we spent hundreds of hours on, if not thousands of hours on. We spent thousands of dollars on it because we wanted to bring something cool for you guys to see, something you've never seen before. To bring out that Datsun 240Z that the previous owner had for 50 years so he could drive it in for the first time. That memory, that good memory on Saturday, there could have been thousands of those memories today. There could have been thousands of memories of the kids getting into our Pro Formula Mazda, sitting down, seeing the race car and thinking to themselves that they want to be a race car driver when they get older. And that can't happen because some dumb shit at G37 decided to rev it before climbing on top of a gas station pump to tell people to start fights. It's disgusting. And I'm super upset about this. Martini Works does not condone that. We don't stand behind it. And we've always been a voice of transparent, honest, and authentic conversation about when this stuff goes wrong. We've always been that way. And we'll continue to be that way. And I'll continue to say to everyone, you need to do better. We need to do better. And we need to hold ourselves more accountable. So if you have any thoughts or opinions, let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is how it's supposed to go. Maybe this is what Atlanta shows or Southern shows or different shows are turning into. Maybe this is why when people get old, they decide to no longer go. I don't know. But I feel terribly sorry for Charlene and the Slammedenuff team. I feel very sorry for everybody that wanted to showcase their car on the Sunday event. I was very excited to see all of my friends and homies that spent tons of time and money to show what they built for this year, and we won't be able to see them. And that stinks. So we will share with you updates as we continue to learn about what's going on. I appreciate any support, any comments or likes or whatever you want to do. And if you're looking to pick up some merch, we have a lot left over because we were supposed to be moving some today. So if it's not meant to be a plug on a thing, but we got to try and recover what we can because we're going to be losing about 15 grand as of right now. You can pick up one of those at the link below or at martiniworks.com. I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry. I wish this was a better video, but damn, some people really stink. Some people are big stinky. And it's not just the people with the cars. It's the people with the expensive ones too. People are just people.